Do your children sometimes ignore you or speak disrespectfully? These moments can be tough and leave us unsure how to respond. Staying calm feels impossible, yet reacting poorly only makes things worse. What if there was a way to handle these challenges with ease? In this video, we'll show you a simple 6-step method to manage these situations effectively. You'll discover how to stay composed, reduce conflict, and build a stronger connection with your children. These strategies turn frustration into understanding and respect. Let's dive in and transform the way we handle tough moments. Step 1. Embrace emotional composure. When children test boundaries or show disregard, it's easy to feel the heat of anger or the sting of frustration. These emotions, while natural, can cloud our judgment. Taking a moment to pause is essential. By stepping back and centering ourselves, we reclaim control over the situation. A deep breath serves as a bridge between impulse and thoughtful action, giving us the chance to respond with purpose. This brief pause creates space for patience, allowing us to meet their actions with understanding rather than reaction. Remaining composed in challenging moments is not only beneficial for us, but also deeply impactful for our children. A steady demeanor demonstrates emotional resilience, teaching them how to manage their own emotions. Calmness becomes a silent yet powerful message, showing that even in moments of tension, we can maintain respect and control. Our actions speak volumes, setting the tone for a respectful and constructive interaction. Over time, this approach builds trust and fosters a healthier dynamic within the family. When emotions are managed, clarity emerges. Approaching situations from a calm perspective ensures that our words are measured and thoughtful. It becomes easier to focus on guiding our children rather than reacting to their behavior. This clarity helps us address the root of the issue rather than getting entangled in momentary frustrations. A composed response also creates opportunities for meaningful dialogue, strengthening communication and mutual understanding. Modeling emotional control has lasting effects. Children often mirror what they see, and our ability to stay composed becomes a valuable lesson in self-regulation. Over time, they learn to reflect on their own behavior, understanding that challenges can be met with grace rather than conflict. This lesson extends far beyond the immediate moment, equipping them with skills they will carry into their own relationships and future challenges. Maintaining emotional composure throughout the day often starts with intentional morning habits. Incorporating these practices into your routine can help you build a calm and resilient mindset. 1. Hydrate and nourish your body. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning to rehydrate your body and support brain function. Follow it up with a nourishing breakfast rich in protein and healthy fats. Proper hydration and nutrition stabilize blood sugar levels, reducing irritability and enhancing focus. 2. Engage in reflection or journaling. Spend 5 to 10 minutes reflecting on your thoughts or writing in a journal. This habit allows you to process lingering emotions from the previous day, clear your mind, and start fresh. Writing down worries can reduce their emotional weight, making them easier to handle. 3. Plan your day wisely. Review your schedule and prioritize tasks. Organizing your day reduces feelings of overwhelm and gives you a sense of control. When you feel prepared, you're less likely to react emotionally to unforeseen challenges. 4. Connect with nature. Step outside if possible to experience fresh air or sunlight. Nature has a calming effect on the mind and helps regulate emotions. A few minutes spent outdoors can provide a sense of balance and perspective. 5. Commit to kindness and patience. Consciously commit to approaching yourself and others with kindness. Remind yourself that setbacks are opportunities for growth and that perfection isn't the goal. By practicing self-compassion, you strengthen your ability to remain composed during emotional moments. Incorporating even a few of these habits into your mornings can help you cultivate emotional balance, setting the stage for a calmer and more composed day. Each calm interaction lays a foundation for mutual respect and emotional intelligence. By responding with patience and thoughtfulness, we create an environment where challenges are opportunities for growth rather than sources of division. This legacy of emotional strength fosters a deeper connection with our children, inspiring them to approach life's obstacles with the same resilience and grace. In this way, our calm becomes a gift that shapes their character and empowers their future. Step 2. Demonstrate understanding without yielding. Once emotions have settled, resist the temptation to reassert control too quickly. Instead, take a moment to reflect on the situation. Children's behavior often stems from underlying emotions they struggle to express. Disrespect is rarely about defiance alone. It can be a response to stress, frustration, or even fear. By considering these factors, you approach the moment with intention, setting the stage for a meaningful exchange. Empathy becomes your greatest tool in this situation. It doesn't excuse inappropriate behavior, but instead uncovers its origins. Think of how daunting big emotions can feel for a child, especially when they lack the tools to articulate them. Acknowledging their feelings doesn't mean condoning their actions. A simple response like, "I can tell you're upset. Let's talk about what's going on," can validate their emotions while guiding the conversation toward accountability. Your choice of words and tone can either open doors or close them. Strive for calm, steady communication that reassures while setting clear expectations. A measured approach signals that while you understand their perspective, boundaries remain intact. This balance allows them to feel heard without undermining your role as a parent or caregiver. Empathy and boundaries are not contradictory, they're complementary. When combined, they provide a framework for trust and respect. A child is more likely to engage openly when they sense both compassion and consistency. This approach encourages them to examine their own behavior while feeling supported. Over time, it strengthens the bond between you and your child, showing them that challenges can be resolved collaboratively. Your effort to understand their emotions can transform moments of conflict into opportunities for growth. By staying composed and curious about what lies beneath their actions, you invite deeper conversations. These discussions help children see that they are valued, even when they make mistakes. The more they feel understood, the more likely they are to trust you with their thoughts and feelings. As trust deepens, communication flourishes. A child who feels safe to express themselves learns the value of honesty and openness. They also come to understand that while their emotions are valid, their actions carry consequences. Through this approach, you teach them how to navigate complex feelings while respecting the boundaries that keep relationships strong. Here are some daily habits to help you stay consistent. 1. Practice active listening daily. Spend time each day actively listening to those around you, even in small interactions. Pause, focus, and listen without interrupting. This strengthens your ability to tune into emotions, a skill you'll need when facing a difficult moment with your child. 2. Reflect before reacting. Cultivate the habit of taking a deep breath or counting to 3 before responding in any emotionally charged situation. This pause helps you stay calm and thoughtful, making it easier to address the root of the issue rather than reacting impulsively. 3. Journal about challenges. At the end of the day, write down any challenging interactions you experienced. Reflect on what emotions might have driven the behavior of others and how you responded. This practice helps you develop greater emotional awareness and identify patterns in how you handle conflict. 4. Set intentions each morning. Begin your day by setting a clear intention, such as, "I will approach challenges with patience and understanding today." Repeating this intention helps anchor your mindset, making it easier to apply when difficult moments arise. In time, these efforts build a resilient connection. They learn that accountability and care go hand in hand, creating a relationship rooted in mutual respect. By choosing understanding over immediate authority, you model the balance of empathy and discipline that helps them grow, not just as a child, but as a person capable of healthy, meaningful relationships in the future. Step 3. Establish boundaries with calm authority. Boundaries are essential for creating structure in a child's life. They provide clear expectations, teaching accountability, while fostering a sense of security. When you set boundaries, communicate them plainly and without ambiguity. Clearly outline unacceptable behaviors and explain the consequences. For example, you might say, "Curfew is 9 p.m. If you're late again, you'll lose phone privileges for a week." Being specific helps children understand the rules and the reasons behind them. A calm, direct approach ensures your message is taken seriously without unnecessary tension. Consistency is key to making boundaries effective. Children learn best when they see a reliable connection between their actions and the resulting outcomes. This predictable pattern encourages them to think before acting, as they begin to anticipate consequences. Over time, this process nurtures self-discipline, helping them make thoughtful decisions. This skill extends beyond the home, influencing how they handle responsibilities at school, with friends, and eventually in their careers. By setting limits with composure, you model emotional control. Your demeanor shows that firmness doesn't require shouting or anger. It teaches that true strength lies in self-restraint and steadiness. When children observe this calm authority, they absorb it. They learn that difficult situations can be handled with patience and respect. Over time, they begin to emulate this behavior, applying it in their interactions with others. Boundaries also build mutual respect. When children experience fair and consistent rules, they see that your actions come from a place of care and not control. They may not always agree, but they come to trust your intentions. This trust forms a solid foundation for your relationship, one where they feel safe and supported. Respect flourishes when children feel valued, even when they're being corrected or guided. As children grow, boundaries need to evolve. Rules that worked for a young child may feel too restrictive for a teenager. Adjusting expectations to match their age and maturity shows flexibility and understanding. Involve them in these conversations, letting them contribute to discussions about new limits. This collaborative approach fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility. It reinforces that boundaries are not arbitrary, but are there to support their growth and independence. The story of Mary may help you to better understand the power of calm authority when establishing boundaries, especially in the context of nurturing a child's growth and character. Mary, a single mother of 2 lively children, Alex, age 9, and Ella, age 14, had always struggled with setting and enforcing boundaries. Her household often felt chaotic, with rules inconsistently applied, leaving the children confused and resentful. Arguments were frequent, and the environment was tense. Mary knew she needed to change, but she wasn't sure how. Then, after attending a parenting workshop at her local community center, she learned about the importance of setting boundaries with calm authority. One evening, after the children had gone to bed, Mary sat down with her journal and began listing the behaviors that were causing the most conflict. She realized the lack of clear rules was a major contributor to the friction. She decided to address one issue at a time, starting with curfews for Ella and screen time for Alex. These were small but essential steps toward restoring order in her home. The next morning, Mary approached her children with newfound determination. At breakfast, she calmly explained her new plan. "Ella, your curfew on school nights is now 9 p.m. If you're late, the consequence will be losing your phone for a week. Alex, you'll have 2 hours of screen time after homework each day, and if it's exceeded, you'll lose screens for 2 days." She spoke firmly but kindly, making eye contact with both children to emphasize her seriousness. Initially, Ella rolled her eyes and muttered, "This is so unfair." Alex groaned in protest, saying, "But I'm almost done with my game when you call me." Mary didn't raise her voice or argue. Instead, she calmly replied, "I understand this feels different, but these rules are here to help, not hurt. We're all going to stick to them." The first test of Mary's resolve came quickly. That Friday, Ella came home late from a friend's house. When she walked through the door, expecting a heated argument, Mary simply said, "You broke curfew. Hand over your phone, and you'll have it back next Friday." Ella was stunned by her mother's composure and tried to argue, but Mary stood firm. She said, "I'm not upset, Ella. I'm sticking to what we agreed on." Though frustrated, Ella handed over the phone. Alex, too, tested the waters. One evening, engrossed in his favorite game, he ignored Mary's call for dinner. Instead of yelling, she quietly walked into his room and unplugged the console. "Your time is up, Alex," she said. "You can play again tomorrow." Seeing her unwavering demeanor, Alex knew resistance was futile. Over the weeks, Mary's consistency began to yield results. Ella started coming home on time, even texting if she thought she might be late. She confessed to her mom one evening, "I still don't like the rules, but I respect that you're fair about them." Alex, meanwhile, began managing his screen time better, even setting a timer to ensure he didn't lose his privilege. Mary's calm approach transformed not only her household, but her relationship with her children. They began opening up to her more, trusting her not just as an authority figure, but as someone who genuinely cared for their well-being. Mary realized that boundaries enforced with composure had become more than just rules. They were a language of love and respect that her children understood. Years later, as Mary watched Ella graduate from college and Alex prepare for his final year of high school, she reflected on those tumultuous early years. The lessons she'd learned about setting boundaries with calm authority had not only shaped her children, but had also shaped her. She had grown into a more patient, empathetic, and confident parent. Ella, now an adult, often mentioned how those boundaries helped her learn discipline and accountability, while Alex credited them for teaching him responsibility. Mary's story is a testament to the power of calm, consistent boundaries. They provide more than structure. They nurture trust, respect, and emotional security, equipping children for the challenges of life. Through her steady guidance, Mary showed that true strength lies not in shouting but in self-restraint, not in control but in care. And in doing so, she built a foundation of mutual respect that would last a lifetime. Children are deeply influenced by what they observe. They mirror your behavior more than they follow your words. If you treat them with respect, they learn to reciprocate. If you listen patiently, they understand the value of thoughtful communication. During tense moments, your ability to stay calm and composed becomes a powerful lesson. It shows them how to navigate conflict without losing control, a skill that serves them for life. Every boundary you set is a stepping stone toward your child's development. Done with care and consistency, boundaries teach discipline, build trust, and nurture respect. They are not just rules, they are tools for raising responsible, confident individuals. Through your steady guidance, you shape not just their behavior but their character, equipping them for the challenges of adulthood. Step 4. Embrace consistency. Perfection is not the goal, consistency is. Children don't require flawless parents. They need guardians who embody the principles they teach. It is through your steady actions, not unattainable ideals, that they find security and guidance. Respect becomes most meaningful when it is tested. Even in moments of disagreement, demonstrating respect teaches your children how to uphold their dignity and the dignity of others. When frustrations arise, responding with calmness imparts lessons in self-control and patience, showing them how to handle life's inevitable conflicts with grace. Listening with intention is another cornerstone of connection. Children notice when they're fully heard and when they're dismissed. Offering them your focused attention sends a powerful message. Their words matter. This simple act of acknowledgement nurtures mutual respect and strengthens their capacity to listen thoughtfully to others in return. Your actions lay the foundation for how your children view relationships and challenges. How you treat others, how you confront failure, and how you rise from setbacks all shape their understanding of integrity. When you make mistakes, owning them and apologizing communicates that accountability and humility are virtues, not weaknesses. In doing so, you reveal that imperfection is part of the human experience, and growth comes from acknowledging it. Consistency fosters trust, the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. When your words align with your actions, your children learn that promises can be relied upon. Remaining composed during conflicts teaches them that disagreements don't have to escalate into chaos. Over time, they absorb these values, not because they are demanded, but because they see their worth through your example. Every interaction is an opportunity to instill values that will guide them throughout their lives. How you navigate stress, resolve disputes, and celebrate small victories provides a blueprint for them to emulate. These lessons extend far beyond childhood, influencing how they will treat their future families, partners, and communities. By respecting your children and showing empathy in your responses, you affirm their self-worth. This respect teaches them to set healthy boundaries and treat others with kindness. They internalize these lessons not through lectures, but by witnessing them in your actions, creating a ripple effect that impacts every relationship they will ever have. In moments of frustration, remember that your steady presence is more valuable than flawless execution. Each consistent act, no matter how small, builds their confidence and understanding of how to face the world with courage and compassion. Through your example, they learn that real strength lies in striving to do better, not in pretending to be perfect. Consistency, then, is not merely about repetition, it is about reliability. It communicates that they can depend on you to show up, to listen, and to lead with integrity. This trust you build becomes the framework upon which they construct their future relationships, knowing that respect and kindness are always within reach. What you teach through consistency extends beyond immediate moments. It becomes a legacy, a living testament to values that guide them long after childhood. By leading with empathy, patience, and accountability, you equip them to handle challenges with maturity and grace. Your influence will echo in their lives and in the lives of those they touch. We're here to give you clear, daily actions to make consistency a strong habit in your parenting. Plan your responses in advance before stressful moments. Think about common situations that test your patience, like tantrums or sibling arguments. Decide ahead of time how you'll respond calmly and respectfully. Preparing reduces the chances of reacting impulsively. Use consistent words during any instruction. When giving directions or correcting behavior, use the same clear and respectful phrases. For example, "In this family, we speak kindly to each other." Repeating key messages helps your child understand and internalize your values. Model the behavior you expect throughout the day. Be intentional about showing kindness, gratitude, and patience in your interactions with others. Let your child see you apologizing when you're wrong, solving problems calmly, and treating people with respect. Create daily check-ins, 5 minutes at dinner or bedtime. Ask your child about their day. Questions like, "What made you happy today?" or "Did anything frustrate you?" show that their thoughts and feelings matter, building connection and trust. Set small goals together, weekly review. At the start of the week, choose one value to focus on, like patience or kindness. Agree on a simple way to practice it, such as waiting turns or sharing toys. Review progress at the end of the week and celebrate improvements together. By practicing these actions daily, you create a consistent environment that fosters trust, respect, and growth in your child. Let every day, every choice, and every interaction reflect the values you hope to instill. Not through perfection, but through unwavering commitment to being present, patient, and authentic. In the end, It is not perfection they will remember. It is your steadfast love and the unwavering example of a life lived with intention and care. Step 5. Foster connection beyond conflict. Building strong relationships requires more than resolving disagreements. It thrives on the quiet moments when understanding grows. Dedicate time to connect meaningfully, free from distractions. Engage in shared experiences that nourish your bond, whether through thoughtful conversations, enjoyable activities, or simply being present together. These moments create a foundation of trust and emotional closeness. Listening is key. When you listen without interrupting or judging, you create a safe space for honest expression. Encourage them to share their thoughts, knowing they will be heard with care. Simple yet profound activities like cooking a meal, playing games, or walking side by side forge lasting memories and strengthen your relationship in meaningful ways. Such connections reshape how boundaries are perceived. Instead of feeling restrictive, limits come to symbolize care and guidance. This perspective fosters respect and cooperation, making it easier to navigate disagreements with mutual understanding. Over time, these lessons extend beyond your relationship, teaching values of empathy, communication, and mutual respect essential for healthy interactions in life. Connection also nurtures emotional stability. When someone feels anchored by love and understanding, they develop the confidence to face challenges with courage. In a world that often demands speed and resilience, these relationships provide a sanctuary, a place where they feel valued, supported, and prepared to handle life's complexities. Your actions resonate deeply. By modeling patience, compassion, and respect, you teach more powerfully than words alone ever could. Every choice you make to live these values shapes their character, helping them grow into individuals who embody integrity and kindness. Through these consistent efforts, you give them a priceless gift, the tools to face the world with strength and grace. This foundation, built in the quiet moments of connection, is not just preparation for the future. It's a legacy of love and guidance that lasts a lifetime. Step 6. Grant them the gift of reflection. Once you've approached the situation with calmness and clarity, establishing firm yet respectful boundaries, it is crucial to allow your children time to reflect. Growth, especially in how they navigate authority and understand limits, cannot be rushed. True transformation is a journey, not a sudden leap. By creating space for them to process their actions naturally, we encourage authentic growth rather than superficial compliance. When children have the freedom to contemplate their behavior without the immediate pressure of reprimands or demands for apologies, they are more likely to absorb the essence of the lesson. Reflection blooms best in an environment free of force. Pressuring them too much risks sparking resistance, frustration, or even defiance. Instead, patience nurtures a setting where they can grasp the significance of respect, both as a principle and as a practice that impacts others, including ourselves. This space we offer does not mean dismissing or minimizing the importance of their actions. On the contrary, it emphasizes the value of introspection. It allows children to build emotional intelligence and self-awareness, equipping them with lifelong skills. Over time, these moments of reflection will deepen their understanding of boundaries, consequences, and accountability, shaping their ability to respond with maturity. The goal is not obedience born of fear, but understanding that springs from insight. This internal process, where they connect their actions to real-world effects, is far more enduring than any quick, fear-driven response. It helps children internalize respect and responsibility, laying the groundwork for thoughtful and considerate behavior as they grow. When we grant children room to reflect, we empower them to own their journey of change. They begin to recognize that growth comes from within, not from external demands. Through this process, they start to see how their actions shape relationships, affect trust, and contribute to their self-esteem. This approach demands our patience. Change is rarely immediate, especially in the developing minds of children. It's natural to hope for instant results, but the most meaningful growth is gradual. The lessons we instill today may take time to manifest, but they will take root. Attempting to force rapid change can lead to defensiveness, eroding the very foundation we aim to build. When children feel pressured or backed into a corner, their natural response may be to resist or shut down. Giving them room to think, however, fosters a sense of agency. They can arrive at conclusions on their own, making the lessons we teach resonate more profoundly. These moments of self-discovery lead to deeper respect, not only for us as parents, but also for themselves and others. We must trust the process of growth. The boundaries we establish and the lessons we impart are not fleeting. They are seeds planted in the fertile soil of their developing minds. Given time, these seeds will grow into a strong foundation of respect, accountability, and empathy. Space for reflection is a powerful tool. It bridges the gap between teaching and learning, allowing the child to internalize wisdom rather than simply reacting to discipline. This practice not only nurtures their maturity, but also strengthens the bond between parent and child, built on understanding rather than control. Now that we've explored these key steps, let's dive into additional ways to nurture stronger family bonds and elevate communication. Every moment offers a chance to build trust, understanding, and lasting connections. Choose battles wisely. Not all disagreements are worth the energy they demand. Prioritize teaching meaningful lessons over dwelling on trivial frustrations. For instance, rather than turning a messy room into a daily conflict, frame it as part of a bigger responsibility, like earning screen time after it's cleaned. This approach not only reduces unnecessary arguments, but also encourages accountability through natural consequences. Invite children to collaborate. Empowering children to take part in family decisions strengthens their sense of inclusion and ownership. When they feel their opinions matter, they learn that respect flows both ways. Ask for their input on planning family outings or setting shared rules. Simple gestures like these foster cooperation and mutual understanding. Recognize small wins. Progress deserves acknowledgement, no matter how minor. A positive word for respectful behavior or an effort to improve can inspire continued growth. By celebrating these moments, we reinforce a culture of encouragement and resilience within the family. Show leadership through vulnerability. Apologizing when we overreact is a powerful way to model maturity and self-awareness. It takes courage to admit mistakes, but doing so teaches children that everyone has room to grow. This humility strengthens trust and sets an example of accountability. Keep the bigger picture in focus. Family relationships are a journey, not a race. They evolve over time through patience, effort, and unwavering love. Consistency in showing respect, even during challenges, lays a foundation for lasting harmony. Every step forward is an investment in a brighter future together. By applying these strategies, we cultivate an environment where understanding and connection thrive. What will you do today to bring your family closer? Let us know your thoughts and experiences in the comments. You may inspire others to take their own steps toward change. If this guide resonated with you, support our channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Together, we can explore more ways to create healthier, happier relationships. Thank you for watching.